Why does managed IT support cost more for some businesses than others? And how do you know which factors actually apply to your business versus what you may or may not need? In this video, we'll break down the main factors that influence IT support pricing and explain why they matter. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of what drives IT costs and how to evaluate them realistically. Hi, I'm Philip with Banks Technology Services. One of the most common follow-up questions we hear after discussing IT pricing is, why does it cost more for us than another company? The answer usually comes down to a handful of specific factors, and that's what we're going to walk through today. One of the biggest drivers of IT support costs is the number of users. Each user needs access management, security controls, support, and ongoing maintenance. More users generally means more complexity and more time required to support them properly. How and where your team works also plays a major role. Remote or hybrid teams require additional tools for secure access, device management, and troubleshooting. Supporting multiple locations or remote employees usually adds complexity compared to a single on-site office. Security is another major factor. Businesses that handle sensitive data, rely heavily on cloud systems, or want stronger protection will typically require additional security layers. That might include more advanced monitoring, access controls, and proactive risk management. Higher security expectations generally means a higher cost, but also a lower risk. Some businesses operate in regulated industries or have compliance requirements. Those requirements can affect how systems are configured, monitored, and documented. Supporting compliance adds structure and oversight, which influences overall pricing. Not all IT environments are created equal. A business running standardized systems with modern hardware is usually much simpler to support. If you have older equipment, custom software, or an inconsistent setup, they tend to require more time and expertise. The level of support you expect also matters. Faster response times, broader coverage, and proactive management all require additional resources. It's important to align support levels with how critical technology is to your operations. Now, interestingly, company size alone isn't always the biggest factor when it comes to pricing. Smaller businesses with complex needs can cost more to support than a larger business with a simpler setup. That's why pricing conversations need some context. If you're trying to understand where your business fits within typical IT pricing ranges, the next step is reviewing these factors together. That conversation helps ensure that you're paying for what you actually need and not what you don't. IT pricing makes more sense when you understand what's behind it. Clarity leads to a better decision.